Antarctica is Earth's southernmost and least populated continent. Situated almost entirely south of the Antarctic Circle and surrounded by the Southern Ocean, it contains the geographic South Pole. Antarctica is the fifth largest continent, being about 40% larger than Europe, and has an area of 14,200,000 square kilometers. Most of Antarctica is covered by the Antarctic ice sheet, with an average thickness of 1.9 kilometers. Antarctica is, on average, the coldest, driest, and windiest of the continents, and it has the highest average elevation. It is mainly a polar desert, with annual precipitation of over 200 millimeters along the coast and far less inland. About 70% of the world's freshwater reserves are frozen in Antarctica, which if melted, would raise global sea levels by almost 60 meters. Antarctica holds the record for the lowest measured temperature on Earth, -89.2 degrees Celsius. The coastal regions can reach temperatures over 10 degrees Celsius in the summer. Native species of animals include mites, nematodes, penguins, seals and tardigrades. Where vegetation occurs, it is mostly in the form of lichen or moss. Antarctica is governed by about 30 countries, all of which are parties of the 1959 Antarctic Treaty System. According to the terms of the treaty, military activity, mining, nuclear explosions, and nuclear waste disposal are all prohibited in Antarctica. Tourism, fishing and research are the main human activities in and around Antarctica. During the summer months, about 5,000 people reside at research stations, a figure that drops to around 1,000 in the winter. Despite the continent's remoteness, human activity has a significant effect on it via pollution, ozone depletion, and climate change. The melting of the potentially unstable West Antarctic ice sheet causes the most uncertainty in century-scale projections of sea level rise, and the same melting also affects the Southern Ocean overturning circulation, which can eventually lead to significant impacts on the Southern Hemisphere climate and Southern Ocean productivity. Positioned asymmetrically around the South Pole and largely south of the Antarctic Circle, Antarctica is surrounded by the Southern Ocean. Rivers exist in Antarctica, the longest is the Onyx. Antarctica covers more than 14.2 million km², almost double the area of Australia, making it the fifth largest continent, and comparable to the surface area of Pluto. Its coastline is almost 18,000 kilometers long as of 1983. Of the four coastal types, 44% of the coast is floating ice in the form of an ice shelf, 38% consists of ice walls that rest on rock, 13% is ice streams or the edge of glaciers, and the remaining 5% is exposed rock. Many coastal glaciers have been losing mass and retreating, causing net annual ice loss across Antarctica, 1264, although the East Antarctic ice sheet continues to gain ice inland. By 2100, net ice loss from Antarctica is expected to add about 11 centimeters to global sea level rise. Marine ice sheet instability may cause West Antarctica to contribute tens of centimeters more if it is triggered before 2100. 1270 with higher warming, instability would be much more likely, and could double global, 21st century sea level rise. In 2017, there were more than 4,400 scientists undertaking research in Antarctica, a number that fell to just over 1,100 in the winter. There are over 70 permanent and seasonal research stations on the continent. The largest, United States McMurdo Station, is capable of housing more than 1,000 people. The British Antarctic Survey has 5 major research stations on Antarctica, one of which is completely portable. The Belgian Princess Elizabeth Station is one of the most modern stations and the first to be carbon neutral. Argentina, Australia, Chile, and Russia also have a large scientific presence on Antarctica. The high elevation of the interior, the low temperatures, and the length of polar nights during the winter months all allow for better astronomical observations at Antarctica than anywhere else on Earth.